Hi, my name is Tali,
I'm Ashma.
and we're going to be showing you ObsCure. In case you're not familiar with this ObsCure title, it's old classic retro horror game that I believe initially came out on PS2, although we are playing the PC port today.
And just to remedy any misconceptions here, we are not here to cure your OBS problems, right? The game
this is
title
not
is
an
actually
OBS cure.
ObsCure. You
Yeah.
know, if you see the capitalization on the tracker there, it is a game. You know, we're not here to fix your OBS problems, just to make sure.
But yeah, I believe we had a bid war going for this, so before we can get started, we need to know what mode are we playing?
Yes, so there was a choice between special mode and normal mode, and special mode won the bid war. There.
Excellent.
So you actually fall for our biggest blunder here, because special mode makes the game actually a little bit easier.
Fell for a trap card.
Even if we are playing on easy difficulty, special mode is it changes a couple of weapons. It also changes the outfits of the characters. However, these special weapons that we are getting in special mode are a little bit more powerful than what you have in the normal version of the game. So
Some of them are, at least. It's not every weapon that's replaced. But
So
yeah.
it just makes the things a little bit easier on us.
Yeah, I'll take it. All right, are we ready?
I guess so. So let's get this run going in 3, 2, 1, go!
All right.
And as you can tell, this is going to be a co-op run. However, apparently the co-op option in the game was too obscure for the game itself, so we're actually going to start with a nice single-player sections, where I will do the first 3 minutes or so of this run, even though it's only about a 25-minute run in total, alone. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is the era where, you know, games needed to have tutorials. So this is now basically a tutorial section, which unfortunately doesn't have co-op. So I'm kind of just passing time here for the first section until I can actually play the game.
We are actually we are in control of Kenny at the moment. He's one of the 5 main characters, and Kenny is the only one of the main characters who have mastered the obscure art of running. Yes, he's the only character in the game who can actually run by the press of a button.
Yes, the gimmick here is that I think we have 5 total characters, and they all have their special abilities. Candace can run fast because he's the jock. And then we have Josh, we're going to get later, who's his special abilities to check, like, to scan the room, see if there's still useful items. Not really useful for us in the speedrun, but they all have their different skills, and Kenny's is very useful for going fast.
And you can actually tell this is already an American high school, because we just walk into this building and immediately find a gun and a flashlight.
Yes.
So, we
Classic.
actually are able to use duct tape to tape the flashlight to the gun. So we now have basically 2 firing modes, so to speak, with our weapons, where we can either use the flashlight or shoot bullets.
It's one of the main gimmicks here, just to like explain like why the flashlight even is important. It's not just the game is dark, but the monsters that you'll see us fight, they're actually sensitive to light, so we defeat them by light. If we don't use our light, we cannot kill them. So very important to actually get your flashlight onto your weapon, or you are gonna struggle.
And now we've actually found a second character, which is Dan. He's going through a rough spot here. You know, he's just kind of so stressed out from being at school that he lost all his hair at age 16 or whatever it is. And oh no, what are we doing?
In theory, I could join the game already here, but for marathon safety, I will not, because depending on who dies first here, it could potentially change who we play as, and we only have like 1 route member I see, so I'm sticking to my safe character. But now we're both playing, so.
Yes, so this is the rest of the cast. I'm gonna play as Josh, the wonderful fellow in the Hawaiian shirt.
And I am Shannon with the blue hair and blue shirt.
And as you can already, or maybe tell, is Josh is the second fastest character out of our 5. Now I don't have to press any button to make him walk faster, I guess, because he's not running apparently. Then the other characters, he just passively is faster than the others, which is while it is the fastest to be in control of Josh and basically go the fastest stretches. Another thing you can see here, or you could probably already tell, this game is kind of like Resident Evil with a fixed camera angles. However, the game doesn't constrain us to the same camera angle, which is why there will actually be a lot of off-screen movement that mostly Tali will be doing. I will be doing it sometimes, but she is basically the master of not walking on camera, so to speak.
Yeah, because this is a co-op game, but it is just 1 screen, so the 1 screen is what you see. I don't have a second screen or something that isn't captured. I'm doing this mostly blind when you don't see me move.
So we did a little bit of warping here. What Tali did was she disconnected her controller, and that made me that I could command Shannon to stay in front of that door and not follow me into the next room. So when I come back, Tali can take control of that character again, and we can immediately just progress into the next room. And that is something that you will see quite a bit in this game, actually.
Yeah, that's like our main form of speed tech, to just make sure we split up and make sure that we're efficient, because as long as we're in co-op mode, as long as one person goes through the door, both people go through the door. But then sometimes we may also split up and specifically go back into single player mode and tell the character to stay there to be able to keep them in 2 separate rooms.
Another thing, movement tech-wise, is you can actually, or you are actually in control of your characters before the screen is fully loaded. So every time the screen goes black, when we have the scene transition, we can actually already control our characters and save, like, I don't know, half a second or a second or so before you can actually see them. As you can see, that we're not starting in front of the door, we're already walking down the corridor there. So you actually have to know which room you are going into next and queue up that particular movement at that point.
And now you can really start to see like how slow my character is compared to Josh, because I'm running as fast as I can, but I can't even keep up with the camera.
So next up we're gonna meet Stan. He is the 4th or the last of the 5 main characters. And
You say last, but we haven't even showed Ashley yet.
I mean, yeah, but we saw Ashley.
Briefly.
We weren't in control of her, but we did see her.
Yeah.
Another tech coming up here, I will, just run by Shannon here, and I will get attacked by this monster. And you actually want Josh to get knocked down there, but not Shannon, so she can continue running down this corridor.
I mean, you don't actually want him knocked down. The thing is, whoever gets there first will get knocked down, so it's just faster for the other person to keep up and be able to take over than for the first person to... Oh, no. Okay,
there we go.
Sulfuric acid.
So the bit of a puzzle here, there is a locked door on the 2nd floor, and we never find a key for that. Instead, what we're going to do is we grab this plastic cup where we met Stan and fill it with some acid from the chemistry class, and we're going to pour that acid on that lock to dissolve it.
Don't do this at home.
Yeah, we are bad people, like, not gonna lie. I mean, you have to keep in mind...
I need an audio cue in a second, so just, yeah, sorry.
What the hell's going on here?
Yeah, it's a total mess.
Okay, I got it. But yeah, again, off-screen maneuvering that I need to do, and I need to specifically run up and break a window. So if I don't break that window, it's slowing us down. So I just had to hear that.
Also keep in mind, this whole story takes place after hours on school. And why are all our characters still in school? Well, they all were here because they got detention.
Yeah.
And that is basically why the plot unfolds. So we are playing as very bad people. I mean, as you can see, we're just breaking the school equipment left and right. We are, dropping acid everywhere. We are breaking down the doors. We are shooting stuff.
I feel like the monsters do more damage than us, but yes.
We are definitely the baddies here. Come on.
Yeah, I was going to say, we had the left one.
That didn't go right. So you have to turn the left one right 3 times and the right one left 5 times, and then you get stuff. And please, Josh, just go ahead and pick that stuff up.
Also, that gun right there is actually one of the things that's different in special mode. If you pick that up in normal mode, you'll notice that it's, your average pistol with a flashlight. Thanks to special mode, is now a pistol with a laser. And that laser can actually kill the enemies without us needing to use ammo. So, I'm very happy that we get to use this.
Okay, so we're now in the library, and we are just gonna continue our rampage of property destruction here. Although this is another Dan clone. I don't know if this is actually Dan or if it's just another guy that looks like Dan, but...
I mean, they experimented him. That's basically the story that they've been experimenting.
They all look the same.
Is
this game trying to tell us that all Americans look the same? Is that what's supposed to be the takeaway here?
Right, so now I'm gonna try for marathon safety and not take damage, although if this was a PB attempt, I would... Okay, well, I got 1 hit, so it's fair. Because one thing we haven't really explained yet is that we have 5 characters, and the characters, there's permadeath. So if one of our characters die, they're gone. So we have a fair few backup saves set up just in case we die where we're not supposed to. Because that could basically end the run right then and there.
Another thing that you might have already picked up on is that we fast travel back to the central hub in the game a lot. And that is actually one of the hardest things to learn in this game, is when you actually need to go where when you go back to the hub, because there is basically no indication to tell you where you need to go next. You just have to memorize it, or have your splits open, as we do not at the moment because we're not at home. So there's just a lot of memorization going on with that, because yes, I do tend to go into the wrong direction after a while because I'm just completely mixed up with what the next objective is going to be.
Alright, now we're gonna see more of the inventory come into play. So basically, again, I'm gonna tape a lamp to my shotgun because, again, very important to have that light available. And we're just menuing very... What are you doing?
I hadn't my gun equipped for some reason because I messed up the menu a little bit.
Oh yeah, we're coming into one of the first big run killers, which is this room right here. It's worse when we go back, but... Alright.
Thankfully, we got the lasers. We can take care of these little ankle biters that
Yeah.
like really slow you down because they literally jump on your ankles and you can't move while they're doing that. And it's just a little bit of a time. That's like every time you go.
This room coming up is very scary casually, but in the speedrun, it's nothing. Because again, we're abusing the,
my God.
abusing the door system. So as soon as like he even starts the pickup animation, I can leave and we have the fuse. All right, I'm gonna set the screw. Oh, I didn't get the screwdriver, but I'll do it in the next room.
Yeah,
Right,
tell us
screwdriver.
briefly. This is basically one of the worst rooms in the speedrun because normally you're supposed to kill these enemies and then do the puzzle. However, in the speedrun, we're obviously not going
Oh, I
to
get
do
it.
that.
Yeah, basically I'm just trying to protect Ishmael right now so he can do his puzzle. There we go.
Got it.
Okay, that was actually really good.
Clap for that.
Please, that's hard.
Luckily, actually, one of our safety saves is
Yep.
set up right here because this can just go sideways so quickly.
Yeah, like I said, 2 out of 3 of our practice runs have died right there. So yeah.
I was actually kind of lucky because these enemies were kind of passive when
Yeah.
we actually entered the room. Like they normally
know
they
they're
are
on
just
ESA.
immediately go for you.
They know they're at ESA, they're behaving.
They're good dogs.
Right, but can we squeeze in a donation maybe before we continue to the next part?
Be quick about it.
Absolutely. We have a $15 from Emerald Alley. Good luck on the run, Aish. And Tali too.
Stairway
Thank you.
collapsed.
Thank you, Ali. Hope to see you at ESA in winter.
Alright, so setting up, we're gonna need a wheel for the next room, so I already made sure to set up and have the wheel ready.
Speaking of donations, if you have any obscure trivia, facts, jokes, whatever, now is the run to go ahead and donate to them. Because it's for charity after all, right?
That is true.
Even though this is a very obscure run, people still like obscure things.
Alright, and if you paid attention to what I was doing there, you may have noticed that I just gave all my items to Ashma or to Josh. There's a good reason for that, and that is because, again, permadeath is about to come into play because we're going to go to the amphitheater, which is where our first boss fight is. But we're not going to fight that boss. We're going to take advantage of permadeath. Because the characters, like the weapon inventories belong to each character, I had to make sure that my character doesn't have any items because then we'll lose them. Alright, so we're gonna do some optimized movement in the next room to just get through it as fast as possible because we need to make sure to set up because later in the game we will need to
Yeah.
actually watch
Let's
a
stick
movie
together.
here. So we're just setting up so we don't need to do that later. It's already ready and I'm picking some backup health. Alright, now I'm about to disconnect. I'm just gonna pick up this health too. I don't think I got it, but it's okay. Alright, so now it's single player mode again, which means that
I'll stay
Ishmael can
here.
switch to Shannon and also tell Josh to wait here because we want Josh alive. But unfortunately, it's now time to say goodbye to Shannon. Because what we've learned, this is a pretty recent route change for this game, is that instead of actually fighting this, because we used to fight this when we first learned the game, but instead you can just send one character up and die to the boss, and the rest of the characters can proceed under it, and we never need to kill them. So thank you for taking one for the team, Shannon. Yeah, I only took 1 damage, which I was playing it a bit marathon safe, which unfortunately means it's a bit slow on this as well, because I didn't want her to die too early.
You can kind of see this trapdoor over there. That is where you're actually supposed to go down if you follow the normal route. However, this enemy blocks you from accessing it, and that is why you actually have to go and fight it. Unless you just go for the death walk here.
So now I get to play as Stan, but don't get too attached.
We're stuck.
I guess you all can kind of start to tell where all of this thing is going. Let me tell you, not a lot of these school children would make it out alive on this day.
Yeah, no. It's unfortunately not going fast to get them all out safely.
Do we actually kill them all from the slowest character dies? No, it's actually not,
I
because
don't think
Ashley is
so.
the slowest one, yeah.
Alright, so another very difficult room where I need to be set up by the door perfectly, and I also need to make sure that Ashma can get out safely, because he's going into a very dangerous area, and if I don't get him out fast enough, he will die.
I'm just gonna push this out of the way and grab this lever, I think, and then there's this big guy over here, which I have to duke out like this and go behind him and pick up a light grenade. And
I didn't get. Oh, okay. Sorry.
I think I'm gonna heal because I have to
Yeah.
walk past.
This is why we have backup health. Take your camera back too.
I should probably check the camera as well.
Alright, I'm gonna set up because I need.
Because these big
lever.
guys, they are basically the hardest enemies outside of the bosses in this game, and like 2 hits or something and your character is dead even if they were at full health.
Right. Say goodbye to Stan.
Nice, Dan. Was nice knowing you.
Does it?
And he's dead. There we go. Alright. So once again, we're back in the single player mode. But it's okay, because now
Hey, we got Kenny back.
all the characters are
alive.
captured.
Is it?
So we have them all back. Alright, we're back in. Now I'm going to be playing as Josh, and Ishmael's going to be playing as Kenny.
And this is when you can kind of see how fast Kenny actually is. Like, he's not that much faster than Josh, but he is faster than Josh.
Yeah.
If he is running. However, the thing is with oh my god. With Josh is
I'll
Kenny
make sure to
rather.
heal as well, just to be safe.
Yeah, there we
Wow,
go.
I'm ready to rock.
When Kenny runs, he actually has an invisible stamina bar that can run out. So I won't be holding down the run button. Instead, I will. Oh my god, dude! I will rhythmically tap it so as to not deplete Kenny's stamina like all in one go. You can kind of think about it if you're playing Mega Man 3 and you're just jumping on the rush jet to not, deplete his energy bar the whole time. It's kind of the same thing in a way.
Alright,
A
can
bit
we
of an
squeeze
obscure
in-
reference, but I guess you guys can understand.
Can we squeeze in another donation maybe when we're on our way to the next place?
Absolutely. Prasco donates $10 saying, hola, hey, hola.
Hola.
And that went to the Jedi Knight language
Big pair of cutters
choice
will be
for
easy.
Spanish. And another one?
Maybe not now, because
Okay.
we're about to head into a new area, but soon. Alright, so again, we have Kenny, so we can move a bit faster now, and now we have the...
Wixon will be able
Well,
to
it says
help us out.
pliers in game, but they're bolt cutters. So now we're gonna go into start looking for some items that we need for basically the final mission, I guess you could technically call it.
The final puzzle.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna make
Sure
sure to
doesn't
actually
look
not
too
miss it this
comfy.
time. Alright, got it. So yeah, again, Kenny's fast, so he's just gonna run past all the enemies. My job there is to just pick up the item and then try and stay safe. And then we have some very, very dangerous flooring ahead. So again, I'm gonna do some off-screen movement and just try to get some extra resources while Ishma goes over and not fall through, because I think it's a death if you fall
Yeah.
through.
If you just walk over these or run over these boards, you will fall down.
Yeah.
The character instantly dies.
Yeah.
So what you do is you just get out your weapon to like stagger your movement a little bit, and that makes it so you can just walk over these things normally without falling down. Now we pick up the safe, which makes it so that I am very, very slow.
So it's my turn to run for once.
So what do we do with the safe? Well, we drop it in a hole to open it because we never find a key for that thing. Because that is how that works.
And now we actually get to see Ashley. Ashley comes into play. So we talked a bit about in the beginning about like all the characters having special abilities. Ashley's is that she does more damage, and we're gonna do another boss fight. And we're actually fighting this time, so we want Ashley with us to do this fight.
Yeah, she's the only character that
But
has
she's
figured
so
out how
slow.
to double tap, basically, because she shoots twice at once.
Yeah, but she's so slow, so you don't want her unless you're fighting.
So my job is to basically distract this enemy so she doesn't have her little hand in front of her face so we can shoot her.
Alright.
Like that. She's
Got
blocking right now, so I'm gonna go.
I had to reload.
Yeah, same.
Alright, she's dead.
That was it.
That wasn't the best boss fight, but good enough. Alright, so now
Library.
I need to switch back to Josh. I need to do this off screen. I know I get it when I see the text, which I'm not getting it. So I'm probably in the wrong place. Can I need to take the camera. Oh, I was way off. Okay. Josh, please. Oh my god, Josh. There we go. Got him.
But as you can tell, she has to do this all without seeing what
Yeah.
she's actually doing on stream. So if you just walk a little bit like you're not used to, things can just really go off the rails very, very quickly, and that is where a lot of time loss can come in.
Yeah,
Although
I
I should
think
probably
you-
heal in the
yeah.
next room
You should.
because I got hit by that little bastard there.
Alright, we're gonna pick up our. I can't see because you're saying still.
Wait till I catch up.
I got the statue anyway. Alright, statue and a key. Now we actually get ambushed by one of the teachers, which is why we didn't end up going back to the main place and took our map.
Yeah, what are the teachers doing during this whole time anyway? They're just running around here, letting us be free, so to speak, to fight these monsters and all this shit. Is that how American high schools are actually like?
I hope not.
Any Americans here who can confirm or deny that? Also, I'm just picking up that health kit
Just one more
for
statue
marathon
to find.
safety a little bit here because we got hit a little bit more than I would like to. Which is actually a little bit of a problem because the thing is, if you pick up a new item, it always gets selected in your inventory, which can mess up your inventory management a little bit. Like if Tali had taken the time to select the pliers before I pick up that health kit, it would now have selected the health kit and
Yeah.
she would have to go ahead and select the pliers again. And we're going to the theater.
Yes.
I guess we'll figure it out if
Yeah,
we
but
don't
we
have
can
the
do
item.
another 1 or 2 donations as we go to the theater again.
Awesome. We have a donation from Mies LWD, donating
Mies.
$10 with the message, "Look at those two killing it. Amazing game. Thank you for showing that off. Great to meet you both. Enjoy the rest of ESA and hope to see you on the next event. Less than 3. Cheers, Mies."
Thank you, Mies.
And we also have $5 from Frosthammer. Thanks for this amazing event. Thanks for this amazing round. It's ObsCure.
I mean, I think we're literally dragging this game back out of obscurity for a lot of people today.
We might just be. And also, the laser really helped us in that room, so thank you for voting for special mode.
So another obscure thing that just happened is you see us go back to where we just escaped the prison a little bit earlier, because we're actually supposed to go through the forest there. However, the forest is locked by a gate where you have to input a code. And we actually had to watch that movie in the theater just now to see what the code was.
Yeah, because the game doesn't believe us that we know the code until we've actually seen it in-game, unfortunately.
So there it is.
Because it is the same code, but putting it in too early just doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Maybe they changed it in between or something. I don't know. But then when was that recording actually made?
Also, this area
bit
has
obscure.
surprisingly specific movement. Like here, I need to wait because if I even try to follow, I will get attacked. Because again, Kenny's fastest, so if I try to follow, I'm going to be slow, and I'm going to get hit by all these enemies. But then in the next room, I need to follow because then they're going to spawn behind us, and I need to make sure that I don't just let them get free hits. Because again, permadeath is scary.
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to do some off-screen maneuvering again soon too, but we just have to make our way through the forest first. We have a breakable wall coming up. We're just making a quick note of it. We have so much pistol ammo anyway, so it's just one more.
I think I missed one shot.
Probably.
Oh god.
Alright, this is
I always forget about this room for some reason. I don't know what it is.
I always remember it, but that's because it's a very important room for me. Because yeah, now I need to go pick up a statue, and yeah, I'm in the right place. Alright, you ready for me? Got it.
Because the thing is, as soon as she picks up that statue, or enemies will spawn.
It's okay, I didn't take in too much damage. I'm still fine.
So you want to be kind of close to the door when you pick up that statue so that Kenny can immediately leave so George doesn't get hit. But apparently that was a little bit too early or something, or was too late on the door.
It's okay.
Oh my god. Kenny, please.
And now we need to be very careful and defend ourselves here, and I also need to be careful. What we discovered once that if they hit me as I try to go down here, we will soft lock. So,
The thing is, for some reason, that Kenny just gets locked into that animation, just staring at the wall until these barrels have gone all the way to the side, so I can't do anything there. I'm just locked there.
Yeah, it's faster for me to take it, but if the enemies again hit me, we had that happen once, and it just removed the interaction box, and we couldn't proceed.
Also, we're back at the beginning of the game, if you remember. We've been here before. Kenny had a run-in with all these monsters. He was still there. We just passed him.
Yeah.
Let's just call him Barry or something. I don't know.
All right, another very scary room coming up, so it's very important that we immediately kill his enemy, otherwise he basically will one-shot
Like,
me.
this guy is just immediately in your face. And keep in mind, like, about
that was so good.
2 or 3 hits of that guy kills us.
Yeah,
So-
there's, again, like, if our run survived the, cafeteria, it'll probably die there, so that was incredibly good. Oh,
Also, we got the laser, so we can just immediately kill that guy there. Which is also very nice. And we're coming up on another boss fight. It will be the third and last queen that we faced during the run.
There you go. Alright, so I would just need to fight her, and one of the items we picked up in that one scary room before was the flash grenade, or the light grenade. So we're using that to get a lot of damage in. Because again, we don't have Ashley. Come on, get your hand away.
Hurts.
Like,
Please. Yeah.
no light left. Okay, we got
Okay,
her.
we got it.
Alright, and GG, because now I'm done.
Fine. I'll stay.
The rest is all
Yeah, the run basically ends as it starts in single-player mode. There is nothing left for TaintedTali.
Well, I
so
could play it, but it's
I
just
will,
it's not optimized for me to follow right now because it's better to leave the character there because unfortunately now it's Kenny's time to die.
Spoilers!
They're seeing it in less than a minute. Because yeah, we just need to pick up a lever, which is where I left Josh right in front of a lever to activate that, and then Kenny's picks it up, and then he gets to die, so we can go fast back to Josh.
Yeah. There's always, Kenny picks up the lever here, but for some reason, if he dies, he just
One last
magically hands
donation
it over
before we
to
go
Josh.
into final boss.
Absolutely.
Go
We do have a donation of $5 from Joshimus with the message, "Please stop saying Josh. I'm dono screening and it's very distracting."
I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, Josh.
Josh.
Well, good news. We're leaving Josh behind. He gets to survive, but we're not playing him anymore because now we're on the final boss. And now we're going to play as Ashley because she does the most damage. So Josh just gets to chill out and screen donations, I guess. But yeah, now we're going to use Ashley's special ability because normally if you have the shotgun, you shoot each of these tentacles because that's what we need to do right now. We need to shoot all these tentacles. Normally a character shoot them 3 times. With Ashley, if you use her ability, you can get away with 2 shots as long as you also use the flashlight boost. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go through, shoot them all with her double shot very fast. Just need to hide in the light. That's kind of the gimmick. Yeah, it's very careful because, again, like, Ashley does a lot of damage, but she can't take a lot of damage.
Did you forget to pick up ammo somewhere?
Maybe. But you only need 2 more shots. We have exactly what we need. Whew.
Yep, for this.
But you just tank the next one with health. All right, so now final phase of the final boss. We have no ammo because I guess I missed a pickup somewhere, so oops. But thankfully, this boss is a timer. You might think you need to fight him when you play it casually, but no, just
Yeah, you have to
wait
survive
out the timer.
for,
I
like,
forget how long.
A minute or something like that.
Minute and a half.
Yeah. So
Oh, is it?
hopefully this run, yeah, should end in a. I guess we can time it now.
Yeah, true. I usually never look. I know what the time is. I was told once what it was, but then I forgot. But yeah, this is literally it. Just wait out the timer, and then we win. So I'm gonna be ready on time. Maybe not yet, but yeah, just have your health ready.
So the thing is, there are audio cues here. Like you can tell what he's gonna do based on how he screams. And normally these sideways swipes, you can shoot him to interrupt him. However, I don't have any ammo anymore, so I can't do that.
Yeah, sorry about that. But we have a lot of health. Yeah, this is just a waiting game. Yeah, just use 1 for each slap.
She can survive too.
Can she? Because you said
We're gonna
last time
find
and
out.
then you died. Oh my god, I'm so scared.
She can take it.
Okay, I thought you were just gonna have her die right there. Right, time. And yeah, that was ObsCure. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't played this yourself, you absolutely should. This is a fantastic game, and some people know of it, but unfortunately, it seems like as the name implies, the game is quite obscure. So pick it up. On
Even
Steam.
though the game is very obscure, audience, did you know that the game has a sequel?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's obscure too.
Anyway, yeah, that was us. You can find us on Twitch at...
Yeah, TaintedTali is my name on Twitch as well. I do retro games and do horror games. That's kind of my niche. And I do speedruns or casual, both of them. So if that's something you want to see more of, you can come follow me.
You can go find me at Ashma with an underscore. At the end, I mainly do like samurai-themed games, but every now and then Tali drags me into another horror game because we also did Resident Evil 5 last ESA winter.
Yep.
We did ObsCure now, so I guess it's time
Let's
for
see
more
what we get for
obscurity next time or
Yeah.
something, or something else. Who knows?
But
But
yeah,
yeah.
keep donating to charity because we're trying to hit a milestone later too, but I'm sure Zeta can tell you more about that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ashma and Tali, for that run. And
This song is really good.
don't go anywhere. We will have a run of GTA 5 coming right up after the break. I'll see you soon.